Hi, guys. Joyful rising. How are you feeling today? We are finishing off the last of the two signs today for the health and healing reading. So, today we are doing, right now we are doing the Taurus health and healing reading for July. So, if you have any Taurus placements anywhere in your chart, especially your sun, moon, or rising sign, then this reading is certainly for you. Okay, so welcome. I'm so happy that you've joined me. How are we feeling today? How are we feeling today? Um, in case you don't already know, my name is Vanessa. I talk all about higher consciousness living and how you can't be healthy without healing mind, body, and spirit. So, we are doing the health and healing reading today, as I said, and the sole purpose of this reading is to bring alignment to the interconnection of mind, body, and spirit. Because when our mind is off, our body is off. When our body is off, our spirit is off, and vice versa, all in between. So, we are going to deep dive on the 5 categories that make up our overall health and well being. Those 5 categories include diet, sleep, movement, mindset, and meditation. Okay. Um, I lost my train of thought. I thought of a different thought and I was gonna say it, and then I was like, no, stay on track, and then I got sidetracked. Okay, anyway. Uh, so I already have the cards pulled, ready to go, and so what we are going to do is really dig deep and peel back the layers on each one of those aspects of your life to figure out what it is that you need to do to bring harmony and balance to each area, one of those areas of your life, so you can fully function as your healthiest, highest, best, and most vibrant self. And when you are in true divine alignment, now you're in the space to master manifest, you're in the space to properly attract. Close the door. Properly attract and properly release what is no longer serving you. Okay. So, sorry. I'm trying to figure out what he needs. Anyhow, okay. So, yeah, so we really want to make sure our focus here is to get into alignment. That's what the whole focus of today's reading is. So, if you notice, I keep getting sidetracked and distracted. I feel like this is very much Taurus's energy. It's like distractions, um, your thoughts are a little bit everywhere and scatterbrained, um, thinking about multiple things at once. We can dive in as we go. Anyway, the Soul, if you're not already subscribed to the Soul Collective, it is free to join. Okay, so if you click the link in my bio, it takes you straight. What? It is so hard for me to concentrate right now. What is going on? If you're not already subscribed to the Soul Collective, you click the link in my bio. It is free to join. Okay, every Sunday I send out a weekly newsletter where I give you some mindful messages and intentional practices that you can use and incorporate to help you navigate your week ahead. Okay, boom. Also, I'm accepting bookings. I'm available for bookings for readings. So if you're interested in getting a personal reading for me, you can click the link in the bio as well. And it takes you straight to the booking section of my website, and you can book with me there. Okay. Anything else? No, that's it. Okay. Okay, we had to get that out of the way because there's just a lot going on right now. So I got a few downloads when I was shuffling the cards, and one of the things I'm really picking up for Taurus is comparison mode. A lot of comparing yourself to others, comparing yourself to other circumstances. I'm also getting a lot of feelings around friendship and family. Um, It's like, I keep wanting to say you spread yourself out too thin. And I think restructuring and reprioritization is a theme for Taurus. And I'm a Taurus moon, so this is very much my reading, and I can definitely resonate with this. Okay, so um, we're going to go ahead and just get started with the cards. All right, so we're going to start off with diet. I have the cards ready to go. And let's see what it's talking about. Okay, so we have hips, hair, vision, tribe of dreams, and visualize. Okay, so um I feel there's a lot of comparison mode around um body image, and also like comparison around lifestyle. And I feel like if you keep comparing yourself to other people's body types, body shapes, things like that, I think what's lacking here for Taurus is self care and self nourishment as far as like honoring the temple. Okay, so Taurus is known to be the foodie of the zodiac. Okay, we love to fucking eat. I know I do. So, sometimes that leads to not having any self control, self discipline. And, especially, the past 2 days, the moon has been in Taurus. So we were just really grubbing. Okay. We were eating whatever the fuck. Okay. And so that is a common theme for Tauruses. And so I feel like if you're really wanting, first of all, the comparison mode just doesn't need to be anywhere in our vicinity in the first place. Not just Tauruses, but like literally anybody. And that's a mindset shift that you have to draw yourself out of. However, if you are in a space where you're comparing yourself, but you're also not doing anything for yourself, that makes it worse. And so I feel that instead of sitting around thinking about how you could look or how you could feel, you could actually be practicing those things in your everyday life. So when I look at this hair card, and when I look at this visualized card, this just means like eating for the self nourishment that you need to honor your body, your temple, your hair, your skin. So, like, one thing that's really coming to mind is like collagen, um, switching out coffee for like tea or matcha or a chai, or there's subtle changes that you can make because let me tell you, coffee can make you feel a little haggard. Okay, and so the 2 p.m. comes around and you come crashing down. Okay, so there are ways you can bring vitality to yourself and to your appearance. Okay, so a lot of this is it's crazy because you literally got the vision card and visualize. So a lot of this is about like thinking about, who do you see yourself as? Okay, do you see yourself as an empress, a high priestess, okay, who's just really that motherfucking girl? Okay, so but it's like, okay, well, when you imagine your highest version of yourself, what do they do? How do they start their day? What do they drink in the morning? What do they eat in the morning? What do they eat for lunch and for dinner? How do they map out their meals? Do they meal prep? Do they eat lots of leafy greens and fresh fruit? Like, do they shop at the farmer's market? Do they have a smoothie in the morning? Like, what does that look like for you? And instead of constantly comparing yourself to what other people are doing, what they're eating, how they look, all those things, you need to put all that energy back into yourself and figure out, what can I do? How can I support myself and the person that I want to become? And the best way to do this is by honoring your temple, and honoring your body and having practicing some self-control and some self-discipline around sweets, ice cream, chocolate, okay? And because those are definitely my weaknesses. So I'm talking to myself here. But really it's not even about the visual. It's not even about how you look. It really comes down to confidence, and it comes down to how you feel. So it's just like, what can you do to make you feel better, to make you feel good in your own skin, in your own hair? And like, there's so many that you could be taking supplements and vitamins and biotin and you know drinking aloe vera juice to help with the hydration if you have dry skin. Like, there's so many things that you can do to like really pick yourself up and make yourself feel glowy and vibrant and healthy, and all that, have shiny hair. All of that stems from the diet. Okay, so instead of constantly comparing yourself, well, she has gorgeous long hair, my hair doesn't grow. Okay, well, it could if you change what you ate. Her skin looks so good. It's like so smooth, blah blah blah. Okay, well, are you putting down the sweets and the sugar and the carbs and the dairy, because the dairy is causing you, and all the cheese is causing you breakouts and acne and cystic acne and all these things. What are you doing to enhance your visual appearance so you can feel your best? Okay, love that. Next, for sleep, we have lymphatic system control. Be careful signing contracts and channeling. Hold on, I need to pull a card to clarify this message. 1 second. Whoa. Okay, give me a second here. Okay, so a little bit of self-sabotage is on the line here. Okay. I feel as though at night it is really hard for you to control your thoughts. Okay. They're kind of running amok. And especially we love to say, when I say we, I mean my best friend and I. There is one thing he always told me, and years ago when I was living in New York, and he was like, I remember one time I was just like crying, and he was just like, "Babe, it's past 6 p.m. Your emotions are heightened. Go to sleep and see how you feel when you wake up the next day." And that was honestly top five, one of the best pieces of advice I've ever been given in my life. And that's kind of how I feel about this. It's like, don't listen to your emotions in the middle of the night or late at night, and your emotions are running wild, and now you're acting on your emotions. And it's like, babe, just sleep it off. You'll probably wake up in the morning feeling totally different than you did at 11 p.m., okay? Or 10 p.m. or even 7 p.m., okay? Let's keep it real here. So, I want to share that with you. If it's past 6 p.m., your emotions are heightened. It's the end of the day, okay? You're drained, you're tired, you're depleted, so your emotions are going to be on the next level, okay? So, I think that that's an important key to keep in mind of, because I feel like your mind is just running wild at night and you start overthinking. This is where some self-sabotaging behavior comes out. Maybe you're texting somebody, calling somebody, saying abrupt things of what you're thinking or feeling, sending late night texts. Okay. I don't know. It's just giving a little bit of self sabotage and the inability to control your impulses and control your thoughts. Okay. And I also feel like this is something that you need to release. This is something that it really is no longer serving you, and you're kind of being your own worst enemy by doing this. Okay. And so, what this is telling me with this be careful signing contracts card is like, you really need to watch this shit. You really need to watch how you really need to learn how to master and control your emotions. And the way you're going to do this is by creating a healthy way to channel these emotions. You know the best way to do that? Meditation. So if you find that it is really hard for you to fall asleep at night because you have anxiety, deep sadness, overthinking, stuff like that, the best thing to do is to do a meditation and to pray. Yes, say a prayer of gratitude. Gratitude. Really, that's what it seems like you're missing, Taurus, is the gratitude, feeling grateful for what you already have. And it's like, you really need to be careful with the things that you say and the things that you do. And I feel like this is a sign of warning. Like, it is important to nurture your emotions and your feelings, but it's also important to know when I'm doing too much, and also when and I need to calm down. So I feel like for you, a great way to go about this is doing a nighttime sleep meditation. You can do a sleep hypnosis. You can find all this on YouTube for free. You just type it in, a sleep meditation music, meditation music for melatonin release, fall asleep fast in under 3 minute meditation music. There's so many things you could do. Sound bowls for overthinking. You can do or sleep sound bowl. Oh, hold on. Sleep sound bowls for overthinking. Okay. Whatever it is that you need, you just type that shit in on YouTube. It's going to come up, and just watch or listen to whatever one you feel compelled to click on. Okay. And go with that. But it seems like you need to learn how to wind down your mind. And if you wake up abruptly in the middle of the night with overwhelming thoughts and it's hard to go back to sleep, this has been me. I will say this has been me as of recent. The best thing to do is, one, acknowledge the emotions and feelings that you're feeling. Pull out your phone, pull out a journal, write them down. figure out what those feelings are. Don't text them to somebody. Don't call somebody. Don't post a subliminal on Instagram or Twitter or whatever the fuck. Okay. Write it down to yourself. And then the next day, you can reflect back on what you were feeling and experiencing. And then you can ask yourself, what makes me feel this way? Because your emotions are heightened, right? So there's a lot of times you'll wake up the next day and you'll be like, damn, I was tripping last night. I was bugging. That's what I did. The other day I was up for like hours, my mind just going. And I woke up the next day like, I was tripping. Like, what is going on? But I also had to ask myself, well, what brought these emotions up? They're there, clearly. So why did they come up? And so learning to nurture your emotions and your feelings, but also letting them pass. But also asking yourself, why do they still exist? That just goes to show you what needs improvement, what needs to be worked on within myself, not with somebody else, not what other people need to do. What is something that I need to work on? And I feel like a lot of this is throat chakra, getting things off your chest and saying what it is that you feel, and learning how to properly communicate that information. Okay, so I feel like if you're not careful, this can be very detrimental. But if it's this energy, if these heightened emotions and feelings are channeled correctly, like writing them down in your phone or in a journal or saying a prayer or doing a meditation or something like that, you can really help transmute this energy so you no longer feel this, okay? Or not especially as severely. All right, next we have movement. So we have teeth, instigation, the best stories produce better stories, and soul name. So I feel as though there's a lot of tension and stress in your body. And I actually have been experiencing this as of recent, where my back and my shoulders are hurting, my knees have been hurting, and I can be honest with myself and say that I really do feel like this tension is caused from my overthinking, because I was not overthinking nearly as much as I have been in the last few weeks. Okay. So I feel like after traveling, I really had to like figure out how to get my energy back together, because I'm I thrive and function off of routine. I'm a Virgo, okay? So I need structure, I need routine, I need my daily rituals, my weekly rituals. And so being gone for pretty much the entire month of June, I completely fell off of all of them. I wasn't taking my baths, I wasn't doing my candle rituals, I wasn't doing my home cleansing rituals. I wasn't doing a lot of the shit that really keeps my energy like super high, vibrating and uplifted. I neglected them. And so, well, not on purpose, but it was, I wasn't able to do them. And I felt it. I felt it so much. And so I feel like ever since I've been back, I'm just constantly trying to get my energy back together. And I feel like it is causing tension and stress, because I'm like, okay, I need to figure out how to like channel this energy differently. Oh, okay, like what was I doing just last month to like get this energy together? Okay, I know I need to really do a lot of salt baths. I know I really need to get back into my conjuring. Okay, I know that I need to really start drinking my morning smoothies again with my tinctures in it, okay, that really get my vibration high, like the chlorophyll water and the maca root, okay, to help with the sacral chakra energy, which is where my emotions lie. Okay, so all of these things that I haven't done, or I mean, I hadn't done. And so now I'm like trying to get back into the routine and structure of implementing these things back into my daily routine. Okay, so I feel as though there's a lot of tension and stress in the body. And so you need to ask yourself, where is this coming from? And I feel as though it is coming from emotions. So it's crazy that this teeth card is here too, because you may be grinding your teeth at night. You may be having TMJ. Your jaw could be really, really hurting and like just achy from clenching your jaw so much. These are all signs of storing tension and stress in your body. And for me, I actually like, since I've been back from vacation, I have had to sleep with my mouth guard in my mouth like every single night, because I've been grinding my teeth really bad. And so my jaw has been hurting so much, and I feel like this might resonate for you too. Okay? So maybe not necessarily the teeth grinding and all those things, but like just a lot of jaw clenching, all that stuff. And this is coming from tension and stress. And the tension and stress is caused from your emotions, but your emotions are caused from not being present. Because we got this instigation card here. And we are too focused on the future right now. We are too focused on the next thing, all the things that we need to do, all the things that need to get done. And we forgot what it means, or we never really have learned what it means to be present. And the best way to be present is by taking things day by day. Okay? Taking things day by day. It says the best stories produce better stories. So when you're taking it day by day, you're learning to be present. The best way, what comes with that is gratitude. When you're in true gratitude of what it is that you already have, you're not in this comparison mode. You're not looking at other people on Instagram and their clothes that they have, or the house that they live in, and all these things, the shoes and bags and their makeup and their hair and their physical appearance and their gym stuff and their workout. Like, you're not thinking about all these other people. You're thinking about yourself. You're thinking about being present. You are in tune with what you have. Okay. Also, it's like, what is meant for you is meant for you. Stop wishing you had what other people had. That is not meant for you. Okay. And also, if you feel like you keep comparing yourself to people on social media, it is time for a social media detox. And that also requires structure, discipline, okay, self-control to have a social media detox. And if you're going to do it, you need to fucking do it and like commit to it, and not delete it for a day and then come back and then be like, oh, well, okay, well, let me delete it again. That's not how this works. If you're going to be off, then stay off until you feel like you've really learned how to channel this energy and you've mastered it. Then you come back to social media. Okay? You're not missing anything on social media. There's not a single fucking thing that you're missing. Get out into the real world. Get out into your life. Okay? And if you do work on social media, log on, post what you got to post, get the hell off. Stop scrolling, stop watching people's stories. If you really needed to know what was going on, that person would be contacting you directly to tell you. Otherwise, it's really, you don't need to know. Who the fuck cares what everybody else is doing? Okay? Or the news that comes out. If you're meant to know, you're going to know. You're not missing anything by getting your shit together. So what I need you to focus on is getting present, getting into gratitude, taking things day by day. And also, when you're feeling stagnant and you've literally kind of lost direction, one of the best ways that I recommend getting out of stagnancy is by physically moving your body. Okay. And I also feel like there needs to be consistency with movement. And I feel like a lot of the time you get stuck in the overwhelm of what consistency looks like. and you're like, oh my God, but if I start going to the gym, if I start working out, then I have to do it every day. And it's like, oh my God, oh my God. It's like you're overwhelmed because you're not present. You're not thinking about just today. You're thinking about tomorrow. You're thinking about a month from now and blah, blah, blah. And what all the work that is required of you to achieve results. Okay. And that overwhelms you. And so then you just psych yourself out of moving your body at all. But it's like if you were present and you are in gratitude, then you would know to take it day by day. You're not thinking about tomorrow or your workout tomorrow or how you're going to make time for it tomorrow. You're thinking you wake up today and just do what you need to do. What are my top 3 priorities today? Move my body, nourish my body, and take care of my responsibilities. Those are your top 3. That needs to be your top 3. The rest follows. Okay, do you know how much time you spend on social media? Do you know how much time you spend on social media scrolling like aimlessly? That 20 minutes, you could be in your room on the floor doing a Pilates exercise that you found on YouTube. Okay, there's so many things that you can do, and you're not doing them because you're not channeling this energy correctly. Stop overwhelming yourself with the thought of how long you have to do it for to achieve a result. Think about, how is it going to make me feel today? It's going to make me feel really good. It's going to put me in the best mental space. And also, physical appearance should not be your number one reason why you want to move your body. It needs to be because it's good for my body. I'm grateful for my body. So I'm going to move my body because I'm capable of moving my body, where some people are not capable of moving their body. So because I'm going to show gratitude and go move my body because it deserves that. It feels its best when it's moving. Even if it's for going a walk around your neighborhood for 10 minutes or for 2 miles. You're going to do something because you're in gratitude and you're present. Okay? And by doing this, getting into gratitude, by getting connected to yourself, by getting into gratitude, being present, moving your body in a way that shows grace and gratitude to your body, this is what's going to cause you to feel way more connected to yourself. Even if you're doing subtle movements, this boosts confidence because you're like, damn, the majority of people don't even move their bodies. They're fucking lazy. And I'm moving it. I've been consistent, and I wake up every day and I go for my morning walk. Or after work, I head straight to the gym. Or I go take my baby after work, after I get them from school or whatever, and I put them in a stroller and we go for a walk. Or, I take them on the swings and I run around the grass with them. I don't know. There's so many things that you could do to move your body. Get outside. It's summertime. Okay? And the theme of Cancer season, this is a very collective theme with every single reading I've done. The theme of Cancer season is honoring your emotions and your feelings, because Cancer is the sign of emotions and feelings. Okay? They wear their heart on their sleeve. So your emotions or feelings are going to be extremely heightened this month because they are being brought to the forefront so you can feel them and deal with them. Okay? So another thing is self-care and self-nurturement. So doing what you need to do to boost your self-care, boost your self-nurturement, and your self-nourishment. Okay? It's honoring yourself, honoring your body, honoring your home. Okay, what are you doing to uplift the vibration in your temple? What are you doing to uplift the vibration in your mind? What are you doing to uplift the vibration in your home? This means cooking at home, organizing your home, doing your spiritual cleaning. Okay. This means having a smoothie in the morning with your tinctures in it that help uplift your vibration. This means reading. This means writing and journaling, honoring your feelings and emotions. This means meditating. This means fixing your hair and making yourself feel good. Okay. This means dry brushing. There's so many things that you could do to uplift the vibration, to really hone in on this feeling of nurturement. This is the month to tend to your families, uplift the vibration in your family, feeling connected to your family and to yourself. All right, next from mindset, we have throat. Thyroid gland. That's crazy because literally throat and thyroid. And wasn't I telling you earlier I feel a lot in the throat, like the inability to, didn't I say that under sleep or something? Like you're not able to properly communicate what you're feeling and experiencing. I said that. I know I did. Okay. Then we have the moon. Not my monkey, not my circus. And soul family. Okay, this is exactly what I was saying. This literally reiterates what I was saying earlier with the throat and thyroid card. The throat chakra is very underactive, and so is the solar plexus, which is where all this yellow comes in. Okay, and your solar plexus is where your confidence lies, and I feel like this is what you are lacking because you are in comparison mode, and you're with this not my monkey, not my circus card. It's like, what is going on with these other people ain't got shit to do with you. Okay, stop comparing yourself to other people and their lives and what they have and their families and their kids, their home, their car, their body. Like, oh my gosh. Learn to stay in your lane. Okay, learn to just focus on what it is that you have, being grateful for what you have. I can't emphasize this enough. And I'm also talking to myself when I say this too, because we all get trapped in, in comparison mode. We all do. We're all guilty of this. So what can we do to get ourselves out of this? And the thing to do is, with this moon card, honoring our emotions. And the way we're going to honor our emotions is by properly communicating and channeling them. So if these aren't things that you want to verbally express, like maybe to a therapist or, to a friend or family member, express them to yourself. Write it in your notes on your phone. Write it in a journal. Do some journaling. Channel this energy somewhere else and not energy because it's causing a whirlwind in your mind, overwhelming you with thoughts and things and all these things that you don't have, and it's just creating a huge lack of gratitude and a huge lack of being present in your life. And so it's like there's so many blessings around you and so many great things that are happening around you, and you keep missing them because you're focused on something else. I also get the feeling that you're really wanting to call in support and family and friends, like a true village and community. And I feel like, Taurus, you're lacking that. I feel as though you feel you don't have the proper support that you need. And so if your back is hurting, this is probably why, because you're lacking support. So this has been on your mind too, is the idea around family and the lack of support from family or from friends or community. So, like I said, the main thing to do when you're feeling all these things is write it down. As you get to writing, there's so many aha moments you can have, so many realizations and epiphanies, a lot of things coming to the surface. This is the best time to feel these feelings. We are in Cancer season. This is literally what this season is intended for, is for honoring family, community, your home life, nurturing your family, nurturing yourself, nurturing your home. And your home is not also just the place that you reside, it's your temple too. So all of these feelings that you feel about all of them, you need to be expressing them and letting them out. And I know that this is something I intend to do once I'm done with all of these readings. Okay, so after today, for the rest of the month, what I'm going to focus on is journaling. I'm literally going to be in rest mode and journal. And just there's so many feelings that are coming to the surface that I feel like I have no choice but to get them out at this point. And I feel that I feel as though if I don't do this, I would be dishonoring myself, and you would be. So I invite you to do the same practice this month. Last but not least, we have meditation. We have penis, elbows, energy, friendship. I'm on a card fill. This is a spell. Alignment and variance. Okay, you want to know it's so. I just want to say this. We have 2, 4, 6, 7 cards here. Out of every pile that we pulled, this is the pile with the most cards, the meditation pile. So that just goes to show, what do you think your main focus for this month should be? Meditation. And there's so many different forms of meditation, okay? So many forms of meditation. That's why it's literally a category, because there's so many things that you could do under the relationship category. I'm sorry, the meditation category. Okay, there's so many things that you can do. And I think that one of the things that you need to do is honoring the feminine energy. Nurturing yourself is a form of meditation. Nurturing your emotions, nurturing your body, nurturing your feelings, nurturing your home. These are all forms of meditation, because you're literally honoring the energy, you're honoring the space, you're honoring the frequency, you're uplifting it, you're heightening it so you can function as your best. That is a form of meditation. If you're feeling stuck and stagnant, you can absolutely do meditations for stagnancy. Okay, like I said, all these meditations you can find on YouTube for free. So if you're feeling stuck and stagnant, doing a guided meditation or a sleep hypnosis or anything like that for feeling stagnant. You can also do the same thing for uplifting your energy. I also would recommend Reiki to uplift your energy. I also feel as though there's a lot of signs and synchronicities happening around you. Maybe you might be seeing a lot of angel numbers, okay? Or you might be seeing, uh, different signs that are meaningful to you, like a butterfly, or, just symbols or songs. Like there's signs all around you, and I feel like because you're lacking the presence, being present, you are missing them. They're going right past you. And so I think one thing to be mindful of this month are the signs, because they're there. You just need to tune into them. Okay, one of them could also be your dreams. Another form of meditation is moving the body, like we mentioned earlier. That is another form of meditation. You could do a physical meditation where you're sitting in stillness. You could do restorative yoga as a form of meditation. You could go to a meditation class. If you're feeling called to go to a meditation class, I would absolutely do that. With this friendship card here, this also shows me that you're trying to draw in your soul tribe, okay? Your true friends and your true community and the support. And I just keep getting in my mind that the way that you're going to attract this is by learning how to show up for yourself, is when you learn to how to be a friend to yourself. The way this is going to happen for you, the way you're going to draw in your friends, your support, is when you learn to be a support to yourself. When you learn how to fully support your own emotions, honor your emotions, support yourself, okay? Get your responsibilities taken care of. You start prioritizing you. When you can show up for yourself, now others are able to also show up for you because you actually know what that looks like. So you know what to ask of them. You know what it is required to be a friend, to have a friend, or to be a friend, because you're a friend to yourself, and now you know what it means to be a friend to yourself. And as long as you get into this energy, those people will come to you. You will start to attract them, but you have to get into alignment, and that is by doing a lot of things that we talked about today. Last but not least, variance. This just shows me shifting your perspective on your life. Stop looking at things half full, look at them. Stop looking at things half empty, look at them half full. There's so much to be grateful for. And really shifting your perspective is just the way to do that is by getting into gratitude. So your main thing is meditation and gratitude, getting into gratitude. This is also another form of meditation. Having a gratitude journal, writing down 3 things a day before bed that you're grateful for. And you can't repeat them. You have to come up with the new 3 things every single time you write it down. Okay? Taurus, this was your July health and healing reading. I hope it was everything you needed to hear. I hope it resonated. If it did, I would love to know. And that was a good reading. I needed to hear some of that stuff because some of that definitely resonated for me. And sometimes it requires me to do these readings for me to check myself too. So I'm not saying this just to you guys. I say it to myself as well. Yeah. I hope you have a great rest of your month. Take time to nurture yourself. That is the theme for this month. So please don't feel like you're being unproductive by not resting and nurturing and honoring your temple and your home, because that's literally your divine assignment for this month. So if you're feeling called to do those things, honor them. It is not unproductive. It is very productive to take care of yourself, in case you did not know that. And put down the ice cream, bitch. Okay, love you. Talk to you later. See you in August. Bye.